Here's a question I see being asked on the internet right now. A DNA match I don't know sent me a message on Ancestry. What could they want from me? So you see that all too familiar unread message symbol in Ancestry or MyHeritage.com or any of the genealogy platforms out there, and you realize that one of your matches has contacted you, and your immediate thought is, what do they want from me? And the answer could be maybe a little and maybe a lot. Hi, I'm Jenna. I'm a genetic genealogist, and I help people untangle confusing genealogy results. Some reasons that people might contact you. Some people might just like to be in touch with family. It seems weird, but if somebody contacts you and says, like, hey, I'm your fourth cousin, let's say, and they're like, hey, cousin, how you doing? That may seem weird, but to that person, it could be that they're just wanting to be in touch with family and they're excited to make connections with people that aren't, that are blood related, that they aren't currently in touch with and don't know, and just kind of expand their family tree. And so it could be just general curiosity and, like I said, just being kind of thrilled to have that connection. It could be that people are looking for answers. Some people contact their matches because they are trying to piece together their own family tree or a family tree for someone else. And that, by the way, is what I do with mystery match DNA, is there are a lot of times when you'll hit a mystery match in your family tree and connect with them, or want to connect with people who will help you understand who that match is. Well, with mystery match DNA, I deal with people whose entire trees are mystery matches, whether that be that you're donor conceived, that you're adopted, that you were, you know, you otherwise don't know your parentage or your heritage at all. So your whole tree is filled with mystery matches. And that's where I come in, is helping you understand who those matches are, how they relate to each other, and building a comprehensive family tree. And so that may be the person that is making contact, somebody who is searching for those answers. And it can seem a little bit alarming for people that don't have that struggle, who know where they came from. And I would just ask that treat them with compassion. And don't necessarily think that they are uh, coming with some suspicious motive or something like that. Now, that being said, your reaction could be one of many. You could be like, this is amazing. I have this relative that I didn't know that's contacting me. Um, but depending on who the relative is in the story, it could also be that you're suspicious. And I hesitate to use the word suspicious. I don't mean that in a negative way, but you're saying, like, why is this person contacting me? I don't like it. And it could be because there are things that are unearthed with them contacting you. Maybe you're finding out that you have a sibling, which, for some people would be really exciting. But for you, it's maybe not as exciting because you didn't know you had a sibling. It brings up a lot of questions about your mother or your father, depending on which side the match is on. And so, and maybe you're trying to protect their privacy, and you may even be a little skeptical that they're even a match, or maybe that the DNA is even right. But do realize that the DNA, to use a very cliche statement, the DNA doesn't lie. And so if they can offer proof that they are genetically linked to you, they're genetically linked to you. That's these platforms are getting good enough that that's really not disputable. But it is understandable why you might be suspicious, upset, defensive, wanting to protect your parents, your other siblings, maybe yourself. Um, there could be a lot of reasons why. But let's just remember that at the end of the day, it's probably somebody in this kind of circumstance that is just looking for answers and wants to know where they came from. Highly personal issue, I realize, and I'm not trying to tell you in a YouTube video exactly how you should respond. I'm just telling you, kind of playing devil's advocate and telling you why somebody might be making contact with you. And so that's something to keep in mind. And so how you respond is very, very personal. Has a DNA relative contacted you? How did they reach out to you? What did they say? And how did you respond? Let me know in the comments below if you're grappling with this issue and you're maybe confused or not sure what to do about it. Or maybe they made contact and you were thrilled about it and you can provide some insight into how you responded. Now, there is also, of course, there are scammers out there as well. So do your due diligence to make sure that, somebody's not just contacting you that's a scammer. Um, I think on a platform like Ancestry, if it's somebody reaching out about their own match to you, it's a little less likely that they're going to be scamming you. But you still do have to be careful in this day and age. And so, do your due diligence before responding to them and, keep yourself safe. If your DNA results feel confusing or overwhelming, let's make sense of them together. I offer a confidential DNA case diagnostic at mysterymatchdna.com/diagnostic.